Coach has always been super good at kind of about giving me the green light to kind of do what I want as long as it's within range. And with Holly being gone, we have some matchup issues or some trying to figure out who's going to play where, and she's been letting me try out some of the three. And for me, I love it because I don't have to have my back to the basket all the time. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes and see if she gives me that opportunity. So.
For people that don't know, what are some of the skills that go into playing the three?
I feel like you have to be a bigger threat than in the post. You have to be able to do a lot of things, dribble, pull-ups. You have to be a shooting threat. She needs someone out there that when you pass the ball, some people are going to come out on defense on you instead of stay back, so you can look to get the ball into the post. And that was another thing, is being able to pass the ball into the post. And coach is always good about telling me that I'm a good passer into the post, but that's because I'm a post player, so I know how I like to receive passes, and that's kind of what I do when I try to get like Cassie or Tasia the ball. So.
If you're not going to be a three, you have to go inside and battle, and we've seen you do that for more than a year now. Do you feel like that's your best spot? Do you enjoy that?
I feel like I'm comfortable there. I mean, I have no problem going in and banging with people down low, you know, but I feel very undersized sometimes. Like when we played Pitt State, that girl was 6'6", and, you know, I'm 5'10", so a little bit of a disadvantage on that, but I think I hold my own. So
Jill has said that coming in as a junior college transfer, that it's like almost like being a freshman. You've got to adjust a little bit to this level, this style of play, all those things. Is that true?
Yes, that's very true. I know we've talked with her this year about how the freshmen, you know, come in and they have to kind of figure out who they are on the team and their role on the team, and that's exactly how I felt last year. At DMAC, I was the person who had to score 15 points a game, you know, for us to win. And coming in here last year, it was kind of a transition because there's so many good girls on our team that I don't have to do that. And it kind of took me a while to figure out, figure that out and kind of figure out my role. But this year, being here for a year, I kind of know my role and I know what Coach is looking for from me and what she expects out of me. So it's been a lot better this year for sure.
Have you changed in the last year?
Yeah, I'd say I've grown. I mean, I've continued to work on not only my basketball skills, but how I relate to people on the court and stuff like that. I come off sometimes because I'm so competitive and I want to win, and that's Coach was always like, "You're just like me. I want, you know, you remind me of myself." And it's just sometimes it comes off wrong, and so I've been really trying hard to figure out ways to convey what I want in ways that aren't so harsh towards my teammates. So I definitely think I've grown in many ways, for sure. So.
You were telling me off camera that now you wake up in the morning sometimes and you feel those aches and pains from a long career. Have you ever stopped to figure out how many games you've played?
No, I have not, but I know it's been a bunch. I know I told you, like, multiple AAU teams played every single weekend, you know, from 5th grade to 8th grade, and then high school and JUCO and now here, and I can't even imagine. I don't even know where to start to be able to count how many I've played.
So is it kind of going to be a bittersweet end to your career, at least the real competitive part of your career at the end of this season?
Yeah, it will be. I will basketball is something that I will always have and will always be in me, but to be able to come out here and compete like I am now, that's just something that I'll never be able to get back. And I hope that after I leave here I can help, like volunteer with a team or do a grad assistantship with somebody or do something so I can still stay a part of basketball.
What are you going to do when you get out of school?
Well, right now I'm thinking that I'm going to stay around in this area because I think I'm going to take the year off. Well, not the year off, but I'm going to take some other classes and stuff that I need because I'm a pre-PT major here. A lot of different grad schools have different prereqs, and so there's a few classes that I'm missing that I need to take. And so I think I'm going to stay in the area and take some classes. I don't know if I'm going to take them here or somewhere close, but...
You're on course to graduate in May?
Yes, I'll have a degree.
How tough is that to do? I mean, you transfer from junior college, plus you're an athlete. That's got to be kind of tough to do in 4 years.
Yeah, it is. With my degree that I had at DMAC, I just had a kind of a broad range of classes, and here, you know, when you come in as a freshman, they give you an idea and you can kind of work towards that. Well, I knew what I wanted to do being a freshman, but here they didn't have the exact major I want, so I'm a self-design here. So I had to basically make up my own major and plus do my prereqs for PT, plus have my schedule for basketball, and you kind of just have to know how to organize things to get things done and make sure you're on top.
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of people, probably you about this also, but how difficult is it to be an athlete and go to school?
It's a lot harder than people think it is sometimes, because, I mean, we play Thursday, Saturdays, and I know we haven't got into conference yet, but when we do, we're going to leave Wednesday night, have a game Thursday, miss Friday class, have a game Saturday, travel home all day Sunday. So we really have to be in communication with our professors all the time and be on top of our studies on the bus and in the hotel room and stuff. Even if you want to have fun, like there's sometimes you can't do that. Just got to get your stuff done.
Speaking of traveling home, you have a game tonight, and then you get, I think it's 12 days off before you start practicing again for that grind that is the GLVC. What are you going to do in your 12 days?
Definitely going to be having some family time, that's for sure, but working out. It's really nice because my mom is the basketball coach at the high school I went to, and so she has a key to the gym, so I'll be able to get in there and shoot around and run and stuff like that. So,
what's it like to be the daughter of a coach?
That's a good question. Actually, I didn't mind it all that bad. Like, there was times where you get a lot of togetherness, and sometimes it kind of fought with each other, but I mean, my mom has always had my best interest at heart, and she, you know, when she always has the guts to say things to me that sometimes your coaches won't, or your other teammates won't, and stuff like that. So she kind of brings things in perspective.
I know we've talked about your dad has been, you know, it works with you a little bit, but your mom also coach you when you're at home?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, one of my AAU teams I played on was my dad, but then from middle school, basically middle school all the way to my senior in high school, it was my mom. And people always are like, did you know how good your mom was in college? And I was like, well,
how good was your mom in college?
Well, she was an All-American at Simpson, which is a D3. And what was fun for her was that she played 6-on-6 in high school, and then her first year in college was 5-on when women went to 5-on-5. So she learned how to learn a completely new game. But she's like, she always tells me and my sisters that if she was to play back then against us, there would be no competition or whatever. But like, everyone always asks us how good you know how good your mom is. Well, she hid that from us.
She's an offensive player, by the way.
Yes.
In the 6-on-6.
Yep, she was. But like, she went to the state tournament. You know, she was captain of the all-state team. You know, stuff like that. Hid all of that from us because she didn't want that to affect anything we did or whatever. So, you know, she just always is a great person to have and be able to learn from and stuff like that because she's so knowledgeable. So,
a couple of quick questions to wrap up. First of the quick questions, what's been your most memorable basketball moment at Jewel?
At Jewel, you know, there's so many. I don't know if I can just pick one, but I love every single day coming out here and being able to play with the people I play with and being able to be coached by Coach Kress, and you know, just every day being able to play a sport that I love is just great. So,
second quick question, how do you want this season to end?
You know, it would be great to be able to go to the national tournament. That's our goal. You know, I think we have some work to do to be able to do that, but I know that we're going to be really successful and, you know, win as many games as we can. If we get there, we get there, and if not, then, you know, it's been great playing with the people I've played with.